I expect the unexpected. I expect things to be outside of my control, and in doing so, you begin to regulate your emotions, thus regulating your life, and you become a man that's in control. Better men choosing to expect the unexpected and leverage your manhood. This is the Better Man channel, where it's about equipping ourselves with the mindset to be the best man possible in a society where men are no longer pushed, challenged to be good men. And that often results in this less than thinking, which results in less than men, which ultimately is going to result in a less than society. And I was reading Seneca earlier this week, and he talks about we have to work out our fears, our hopes, these challenges and obstacles, and then choose the best thoughts that are in our favor. How many times do we expect, as humans, we expect the worst to happen? We worry about things that actually never come to pass, and we're in this perpetual state of anxiety. What's going to happen if this happens? What, this, that, and it's tiring, it's stressful, and you end up 40 years old in the middle of the grocery store, stroked out because you're worrying about shit that's never going to happen. And we live in a culture, we live in a state, a world where, hell, there's plenty of things to worry about. If you look hard enough, or hell, if you just open your eyes and watch the news or listen to some bullshit or listen to the carrions of society, there's always something to worry about. And society feeds off that. And you got a lot of people on YouTube, that's their whole channel, their whole content is fueling your anxieties. But like Seneca says, let's quit worrying about our fears. Let's quit worrying about what we're not in control of. Let's find our best thought. Let's find our best characteristic. Let's find our best talent. Let's find out who we are and ride that son of a bitch out until we find success. Let's harness our power. Let's harness our best thought and begin to let that compound until it actually gets us somewhere. We're so focused on shit that's outside of our control. We're so focused on the next trend. We're so focused on the next ideology, the next fad, the next political statement, the next social justice warrior cause. We're so caught up in all of this bullshit when we should be focused on our best thought. As men, what is our best characteristic as a man that is going to fuel my purpose, my meaning, my drive? Let's find some shit that's actually going to motivate us to be somebody, to be productive. Again, the rest of culture, the rest of the world, they're always going to be focused on what if this happens. They're always going to be fueled by those causes that are never going to happen. They're expecting something bad to happen. It's easy to do. We all have been caught up in that. We expect the worst to happen, and shit never happens. We just waste our time and our energy by being anxious about shit that's out of our control that actually is never going to happen. We worry about stuff that never comes to result. What if we start at expected, the unexpected, and we just expected that I'm going to find my best thought, mix that with a little bit of action, and I'm going to become somebody that just is the best person that I can be. I'm not focused on the external bullshit. What can I do? What mindset can I have that guides me in a direction that's favorable? Right? All of those thousands of thoughts that I have a day, let's throw the garbage ones into the trash. Let's find the best thought and let it begin to compound. Let's multiply that until it actually becomes the best thought that motivates me to actually mix it with action. There's thousands of thoughts a day that we have that just causes us to sit there and worry and be anxious and our butthole puckered up. What the hell has that ever did for us? Nothing. Let's find our hopes. Let's find our dreams. Let's find some meaning. And let's begin to contemplate and meditate upon that thought. There's all kinds of things that could cause fear. And we live in a society or a world, hell, darkness and evil, it's always lurking. There's always a monster around the corner. We know that. Why worry about something that's outside of your control? Why don't we begin to prepare ourselves just to be this stoic-minded man that knows we have to begin to regulate our emotions and regulate our mindset, or our emotions and mind will begin to regulate and guide us. And that's what's wrong with the majority of the world. That's what's wrong with most of men in today's less than thinking. They're caught up in the fears. They're caught up in the new shiny objects. They're caught up on this assembly line that is trying to mass produce men according to society standards, instead of getting caught up on developing their own mindset, developing their own strengths, developing their best thoughts, and then to begin to build upon that. We live in a world today that teaches us to be anxious and anxiety. And when we become anxious and worried, then those that control, let's say, media, or that control the agenda, they have you right in their pocket, man. Let's remove ourselves from the fear. Let's remove ourselves from the worries. And let's set out on a course that's like, man, I'm a badass man that's going to direct my own life. And of course, bad things are going to happen. The unexpected is going to happen. I expect the unexpected. I expect things to be outside of my control. And in doing so, you begin to regulate your emotions, thus regulating your life. And you become a man that's in control. When other people are sweating bullets at the unknown, you're running towards it, knowing that something great's going to come out of that if you only persevere through the bullshit, holding on to your best thought, your best mindset mixed with your best action. And that's what it means to be a better man. I love you guys. You'll hear me next episode.